welcome back to Cooper's Creations. What we are going to do this time around is we are going to make homemade pizza dough. And we will go ahead and get started with that. So this recipe is for 2 pizza crust. So it actually takes 4 cups of flour. So I'm going to go ahead and get 4 cups of flour in a bowl. Make sure you don't put any extra in there. A little bit too much. Alright, that's 4 cups of flour. And what we're going to do next is we're going to get a 1.5 cups of warm water to actually mix with 1 teaspoon of yeast. So I got a packet of yeast here. Got the water running so I can get some warm water. And I'm going to get 1 teaspoon of rapid rise yeast. You use the same cup you use the flour in. It's all going to go in the same bowl anyway. Okay. And by now this is getting a little bit warm. Okay, and the 1/2 cup water. Perfect. 1.5 cups of warm water and a teaspoon of yeast. We're gonna let that sit for about 10 minutes so the yeast can get activated with the warm water, and then we will come back and get the rest of it going. Okay, so now the yeast has been sitting in warm water for about 10 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and add that to the 4 cups of flour. And we're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna add 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. Okay, there we go. This is where your hands get dirty. I'll wash my hands, I promise. So now we're gonna get this mixture all combined, and this is where it gets to where it's the dough. Oops, making a mess. You can use a spatula if you want, but to get it all really mixed, I'm making a mess, aren't I? Get all that mixture together. And what you're gonna do after this is combined is gonna make a ball of dough, and you will let it rest for at least an hour. But in this case, what I'm doing is I'm gonna go ahead and cover it, let it rest overnight, and what it'll do is it'll double in size on this mixture that I'm doing, and then tomorrow I will make 2 homemade pizzas with this dough. So as you can see, starting to form a ball of dough here, and we will get this going and then come back tomorrow and we'll show you what it looks like once it's risen, and then prepare the pizzas. There you go, homemade pizza dough. Welcome back to Cooper Creations, and as you can see, the dough that we left to set overnight has almost tripled in size. So it's a big piece of the process here, to where we need to make sure that the dough gets risen so that we can have enough for 2 pizza crust. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to separate this in half. So basically cut it in half, leave that piece there, and then I'm going to get some flour on a, you can get a, this is from, you know, basically a pizza hot plate dish that you can use. You can also use a square if you want to use a square. Something that's going to be like enough size to take care of the pizza dough. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to press it out on both sides. I put flour on it so that it doesn't stick to the surface, as you can tell, and that's what's going to make it to where it's going to stretch out. What I'm looking for here now is a roller that I can use. Get the piece of flour again, put it on the roller so that it doesn't stick to the surface of the pizza flour. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make it to where it's thin, about a half an inch to maybe a fourth of an inch thick. I know, I'm making a mess. Here we go. So that's that. And what I have next is, instead of, this is gonna be a pizza that's gonna have chorizo, green sauce, it's gonna have Oaxaca cheese, it's gonna have queso fresco, it's gonna have cilantro on top. It's gonna be a specialty pizza that you know, I have created, or we have created. So get some green sauce, and that's really the sauce, you know, the pizza sauce that's gonna go on the crust. Get a ladle of that and just spread it out like so. If you like it spicy, you know, you can get the green sauce that's mild, you can get it this medium, you can get it this hot. This in particular is mild, just because, you know, a lot of folks don't like a lot of hot stuff. I prefer hot, but so that's basically what that's gonna look like. And next, what we're gonna do is we're going to get the chorizo. You get about 8 ounces of chorizo from the store, and you just put it in a pan, in a frying pan, and you just cook it. It has to be cooked all the way through. And what you're gonna do is just spread that chorizo like so. Doesn't that look good? Looks really good. Make sure it covers most of the pizza dough area. Okay, and we'll come back with shredding the cheese so that you all can see the process of how we cover this and get it going for our chorizo green sauce pizza. So what I've done is I have grated some Oaxaca cheese. I say Oaxaca again because I want to let you know how it's written. Is O-A-X-A-C-A, and it's found in the refrigerated section of most grocery stores, where you have the Mexican crema, you have the Mexican cheese. It's called Oaxaca cheese. It comes in a ball, like a ball of mozzarella. So that's what is grated, and it's about 10 ounces. And so I have put that over the chorizo, right like that. And then there is the queso fresco cheese, also found in the Mexican section. And that's a saltier cheese. It comes, again, it looks like ricotta. It's a little bit harder. But what you're gonna do is just grab that and crumble it over the pizza with your hand, because it's a softer cheese and you really can't grate it, but it gives it such a great flavor once it is, you know, put on a pizza. So I'm just gonna do that all over the pizza as well. And I'm gonna put this in an oven that is 400 degrees. Okay, and you probably do about half of the queso fresco on the pizza. And so that's basically the topping of the cheese over the chorizo and the green sauce as a sauce for the pizza. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that in the oven. Welcome back. Now that the chorizo and green sauce pizza has been cooking in the oven, as you can see, it's 400 degrees, like I said earlier, for about 15 to 18 minutes to get that crust really golden brown. This is what it looks like. As you can tell, it looks delicious. And I'm going to bring it over here. Put it on a hot plate. And what I have done is I have chopped up some cilantro. I know that cilantro is an acquired taste for a lot of people. Some people don't like it. You know, you want to decorate with parsley. You want to put red onions on it. You want to put jalapenos on it. It would be great. But I love cilantro personally, so I'm just gonna cover this in some cilantro, and there you have it. The green sauce, chorizo, Oaxaca, queso fresco cheese with cilantro pizza. Awesome, right? So here's my dance. Until next time, the next crust that you have left over from the pizza dough that I made, you can create your own. Put pizza sauce on it, get pepperoni, get sausage, get salami, get your choice of cheese, and just cook that one to your pleasure. So again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.